Hey, what's happening? This is Smoking Joe from Joe Practice. This is the Joe Show. I'm going to be doing some hit rope exercises. I'm going to show you guys first how to do a cool little boxing exercise, and I'll help you with your overall thinking and your mentality as far as what you should be doing when you're fighting. The key to fighting is to not get hit at all. There's nothing bad you can do in fighting. You can't throw your punches wrong or anything like that. The only thing you can do wrong in fighting is to get hit. And when you get hit, you get hurt. And if you get hurt, you can get killed. And you don't want to get killed, you don't want to get hurt, right? So I'm going to show you guys a couple of simple ways to practice and do these as just a basic workout, because you know, to be healthy, you have to work out. And it's just basic exercises that are easy. If you can be older, like in your 70s, 80s, and do this. All right, so we're going to start out with our feet together, okay? This is not a footwork exercise. This is a basic how to turn from your toes up and how to defend yourself out here. We're going to be out here when we defend ourselves, out at the end of our range. Our fighting, if we do any fighting, we want to make sure it's out here in front of us. We don't want to bring it to us. We don't want to have our hands here. We want to have our hands here. We're going to practice that. The move we're going to practice, we're going to have our hands out like this. So I'm going to show you guys how to throw the hook and the 1-2. All right, everything that we do is going to be based around the way our body is hinged, how our arms are hinged, how our neck is hinged, how our knees are hinged. We're going to use those along with gravity and momentum and some different little strategies to do it. But this one exercise, I want to show you guys how to turn. Okay, so you want to have your hands out straight. You can have your hands open, and we just want to turn this way. One, that's your turn right there. So you want to try to get up on your toes and turn. See if you can turn with your toes. How does that turn? How do you turn with your toes? You're not using your waist. You're trying to use your whole bottom body. All right, and then we want to make fists. And turn our arms in a 45-degree angle. That's your hook right there. See that? See how we're out here? We're fighting out here. We want to keep our opponent out here. We don't want to bring him in. I like to pretend like if my feet were in concrete and I had a big motherfucker that wanted to kill me and he was coming at me from way down there, what would I do? Like, this would be my last stand. How would I defend myself? I'll show you how to do it, but we want to practice this out here. We're out here. You want to snort mother punches out here before your opponent throws them. Hooks, this is how you block a hook out here. You block it up here, out here, down here. Just turning. Close your hands, practice that. Practice closing your hands. Long hooks, sweeping hooks. Practice the way your body's hinged. Straight punches, turn them over. You don't have to bring them back. That little 6-inch punch, you're punching out here. Out far. You don't want to bring it in here. You don't want to have your hands here, but you can have them here. Walking like this. All right, so that's just a basic throwing your punches. That'll take you a few seconds to do or a few minutes to do. Do that every day. You know what I mean? Find a place to do it. Do that for 10 minutes every day, and I'll tell you, you'll get a good idea of how to turn your body from the lower body. So as far as my new golf swing right now, I'm going to show you how I keep my hands. I cut this down. This is actually a 8.5-degree ping driver. I cut down all my clubs. My clubs are all down to, I think the smallest ones are 32. That's my 56 and my 48 are 32-inch shafts, and my other irons are 36, and this one right here is 40. So anyway, this is the way I hold the club. I'm going to show you guys gravity and momentum. So this is gravity and momentum. So gravity and momentum. See how I'm guiding that around? Well, that's what you want to do with a golf club. You want to just guide that. You want to use momentum. I couldn't figure out the golf swing for the life of me until I started swinging on a hit rope. I'll show you the hit rope. Hit rope this is one for low kicking and golfing. So I look at my golf club is like it's a weapon, and I want to use that move that low death move that you would use on an animal or a golf club or a golf ball, I should say, and repeat that move over and over again. So I found that the rope makes a great target. That's like a great target for like punching, kicking, hitting with a baseball bat because it drags and it gives you a feel so you can repeat that move over again. So I started swinging on this back in 12 after my 12th 2012 golf season, and my buddy goes, well, you know, if that works, let's see. So I've been swinging on this for quite a bit, so I've probably gotten a couple million swings in. And I'm doing it for exercise. So I came up with this swing. I pinched the nerve in my back, and I came up with this swing called the top down. So I used this back in 12. I would bring my club, and I'll show you again the way I hold. So I hold it this way. I hold it closed, right? Thumb down the shaft. Why I do that is like if I got a hammer, I want to use the hammer like so. I want to hit it right there. So I line it up. So everything I do is pre-lined up. So this is like really a real strong grip. So when I address the ball, you'll see the ball will be there, and I'll have the club here instead of like that. But when I come into it, when I come around, I actually am right in that perfect position. So I face my target like I'm throwing. Everything is off of that throw. That's how I've done that. That's my move that I've done the most. So just like punching, I use that same move for punching. So I'm looking at my opponent. I got my toes facing this way. I got my front foot facing that way, and I got this one this way. So when I'm boxing, I'm this way. I step to move my head. I don't. That's how I move my head. When I throw that right hand, I throw it this way. I got that momentum because I'm moving. Now I discovered in golf, I used to always have my toes facing this way and I'd be going that way. But if I can't throw that way, I can't open up my hips. So what I started doing is I just started facing like the boxing move, the throwing move, and I would face my target. So when I do that, and I have it like I showed you, when I have it closed, and I bring it in so. So I bring it in like that. I'll have it closed. So when I come in, I'm already closed here. And I try to face it this way. So I'll come up and see how I do that double move? I'll do the come up, do my mulligan, do my mulligan, and then come up. And I'll practice that. So that's part of my workout, and I'll continue the rest of it. I'll do it with the baseball bat, with a driver, and I'll do some punch moves on that and show you how I work out like that. So like I said, I like to pretend this is a weapon, and that's a big ass motherfucker coming in my yard right there. So I'll do some high attack moves with this. Just practicing like my golf swing. You know what I mean? That same throwing that baseball, bending the ass and bending the hips. See how sorry about that. I'm doing that little loopy snappy stuff, and that's coming from my feet. This is how you get good with a baseball bat. You swing all the time with it. I just started swinging yesterday. All right, so this is a hit rope. Look at that thing. That thing collects or attracts energy. It's pretty cool. What you try to do, what I try to do is I try to turn my body into a whip, so to speak. You know what I mean? I want to try to make that little energy snap. And how you practice that is you practice that whipping. You can do that with a hit rope. You can practice your little snaps, you know. So anyway, those are another things you could do. Do reps doing that. When this thing collects energy, I use mind over matter, of course. I'm not crazy, but I think, it might have healing powers. Who knows what makes it move on its own? I know it's static electricity. I tell everybody it's what follows that in that we don't know about. Anyway, that's just a little workout. One workout during the coronavirus. I know I look like a fat shit and I got some knee problems, but I'm doing my best. I've lost like 15 pounds in the last I'd say month or so. We're kind of bumping heads over here. It's me, it's my wife, my son, who's 17, and myself right now. My two older boys are living at their own places. They graduated from college already. They're doing good for themselves. They came over last night, so I've been wearing a dust mask, like a doctor's mask. I got another one finally. And my wife works in the public, and she's pissed at me that I wear a mask around the house. But I'm like, hey, listen, if we got it in here, and she likes to go over to the neighbors' houses and shit. So I said, if it's in here and if one of us gets it, we want to make sure that both of us don't get it at the same time. Our family is like counting on us. Anyway, if we get enough power, I'm gonna finish this up with Star-Spangled Banner. Or the national anthem. Nice. Let's go. Oh, say, can you see Mother Dawn's early light? What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that Star-Spangled Banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave? It's another little skill I'm picking up, singing. I probably know 20 songs now. All right, this is what is today? Today's, I don't know what today is, Monday, the Monday Joe Show. Coming you from, no, it's not Monday. I don't even know what day it is. This is fucking crazy. I haven't worked in like 2 months. This is the Joe Show. Actually, it is a Monday. I don't know what day it is. I don't. It's like crazy. I gotta look at my watch. And my phone's right here. All right, ciao. Hope you guys like those exercises. Just do them every day. That's the key to everything. Every day. It's gonna be 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. 5 minutes. You gotta steal your time. Especially when we get back to things, you know what I mean? You do it before you go to work, you do it after you go to work, you do it in the bathroom. The best place to learn how to punch is just in the bathroom. When you punches, turn them over, remember, turn them over. Where they're hinged, block it like this. You can block punching punches, but it's, work on how your body's hinged. Your move is down and this way. It's always, throw your punches down and get out. Don't go back. It's always down and right, or if you're lefty, you want to go this way. So down, right. Down, not far. You don't have to go far. Just move down. Always hands out here, all right? You'll do great. Just practice, practice, practice. Joe, practice. Buy one of my inventions. I need the money. Ciao.